Hello everyone, welcome to another Facebook Live. It's a little bit exciting because we're actually going to be talking about our Christmas release. Now, Christmas is a huge event for crafters, and this year better and bigger than ever before because so many of us have been in lockdown and not been able to see family and friends. So for the very first time, I hope you're all sending homemade Christmas cards. So I'd like to just say hello to everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I can see loads of you are joining at the moment. What I'll do is I promise I'll make sure that I actually read everybody's message after the show. It's quite a quick one, so don't want you hanging around a moment longer than necessary. So let's take a look at what we're going to do. So first of all, I'm actually going to use the wreath, and oops, I've got some glue there that's sticking. And the reason that I've chosen this wreath from the Christmas collection is because you'll notice how it actually works as an everyday wreath as well. Now, if I look at it like this and I put the foundation dye on the bottom and then I build up the design, you can see how it really does truly become Christmas. But I also want to show you how this is not just about Christmas, it's all year round. So I'm going to go all the way back to Field of Dreams, and I'm just going to take this part of the design and I'm going to place it inside that wreath and look at the difference that it makes. Now, we've got some of our winter scenes here, so if I choose this one, you can see that it's actually bringing in a little bit of that winter scenery. But if you've got any of the designs from the very first collections, they're going to work. But to transform this into Christmas, how about we just put a little bit of glitter on here? Or you even download the special fence dye that we've got, that where the reflections, and that's what we call our charisma, actually has that sparkle and glitter on it as well. So that's one little option for you. And I just want to show you a couple more. So I'm going to go back to somewhere that we literally a week ago were showing you another collection, and it's this one. So I've got those fabulous mushrooms. This is the wax cut mushroom, and I'm going to place those at the bottom of the design. And I've actually cut these twice so that you can see how they're just filling out that picture. And then just taking my little robin, and I've just got this one, there he is there. I'm just going to place him over the top of those mushrooms. And so we're taking elements from our Christmas designs and our everyday collection, and this is the one from Summer Breeze, and bringing them in and creating this story. And it just brings everything to life. And then I'm going to go all the way back to our Field of Dreams. And so I'm going right back to where the story started. I'm bringing in the Field of Dreams. I'm going to bring in some mushrooms. Let's put these on both sides of the design that we've got there. And then I've got all this fabulous foliage that's just going to fill out the elements of the design. But those mushrooms, aren't they just a must-have to be able to get all that dimension into the story? And did you notice what I did here? I put the hollyhocks on, and then I put the flower head over the bottom of the leaves so that you can see that these look tall and slender and slim and are growing up the branch there. So we're creating storytelling, which is what I absolutely love about every element of this. And I'm just going to slide this winter picture behind and now get you to imagine what it would be like if we put some more snow on those elements. So for everybody who's just joined us, a very, very warm welcome. What I'm doing in this video is just very quickly showing you how we're now going across 3 separate collections. So Christmas is now on the Highlight Crafts website. I've got the mushrooms, which are brand new. You can't find those on Create and Craft. They're actually on Highlight. And then I've gone back to my Field of Dreams, and I'm building in Field of Dreams within this collection. Now I'm just going to, if you bear with me for just one moment, reach in to my box and show you what those fence posts look like if they were frosted up. So here we can see, there they are, frosted up. And that little bit of snow and frost there actually transforms it and brings it into another season. So check out all of the reflection downloads. Look at elements. You don't have to be buying whole collections. You can be buying just small parts of it and it's bringing the story to life. I'm actually going to move this up so that the little robin could be sat on that mushroom and even snipping into it. So let's talk about the snippability. Well, you can see I've got a background, a foreground, a background, a midground and a foreground, even on my mushrooms. So this one's right at the back, this one's in the middle and that one's at the front. So let's take our scissors and we're going to snip through here and through there. And then purposefully, you've got this sort of little bit of moss at the bottom that allows you to then separate out those two mushrooms. And I can then tuck them there so that I've got a little bit of different depth. Or I might even want to have them popping out from behind the fence post. So you can see a little bit more detail. But then why not put this one just to the side so that it's looking like we've expanded that whole area and given ourselves more dimension. Now I'd like to just share with you a couple of things that are going to happen. First of all, we have got coming up a retreat later on in the year. So you'll be hearing more about that over the coming months and in fact weeks. In fact, it's not going to be that long till we tell you about it. If you would like more information, please make sure that you're on our email database. And then the other thing that I wanted to tell you about is that I'm going to be doing some classes online and I'd like you to know about those. Here, all I'm doing is just giving you a very little bit of ideas and inspiration. What I want to do in those classes is for us to craft together and literally step by step me teach you. So I'm just going to move these out the way and I'm going to show you one more idea that I've got here that is combining some of the different elements of the design. I'm just going to put those to one side and I'm going to reach into my backgrounds and pick out a favourite, and that is going to be just coming up in a moment. And let's see, I'm going to go with this one, which has got the vellum on it. So it's a piece of vellum, so you've got that lovely vibrancy, which you can see there. Here are the mushrooms. So again, you've got that lovely story. So I'm going to move those, and those yellows just really blend in together. But I'm actually going to put in the distance our fence and our stone wall. And that tiny fence that you can see just here is literally behind these elements and giving us another layer of dimension with those mushrooms behind, all of the flowers and the mushrooms to the front. So we've now really created some depth into the design. I'm just going to change the design and the background so that you can see another look and feel for this, and I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to lift up these elements, I'm going to put that underneath and then just slide them on. And look at what happens now. Let's go right here so that we can take the wall at the bottom of the tree. Look at how the elements are designed so that they fit perfectly. That gate's going to go almost as if it's going across the paddock. We've got the detail of those lovely wildflowers, again, just here. A little mushroom, just finishing that element of it off, bringing those elements together. And that whole story is telling us that everything is all about coming back to nature. So if I look at this, we're not working with one collection anymore. We're not building just one set of designs. We're working with multiples. And multiples mean that these dies are going to give you incredible value for money. Thank you to everybody who's put their name at the side. Watch out for the competitions, because there's some great competitions lined up for you as well. And hopefully in the next few weeks, we'll be telling you more about that fabulous retreat that we've got coming up.